would you describe the series of events that led to that winning goal for Utah? Because it looked, I would assume, like you liked your third period up until then.
Yeah, I think it was kind of a back and forth game. Pretty sloppy out there, but you're in a 2-2 game late in the third, and kind of just a weird series of events leads to one time where the pretty dangerous guy in the slot. So yeah, I think we really liked our first. Didn't love our second, and then the third, I think we was kind of there for the taking, and they found a way to get that one. That was it.
It seems to be kind of a little bit of a recurring theme. We didn't love our second. Is there something do you guys discuss that at all, or do you try to just focus on going out there and doing what you're doing?
Yeah, I think the focus would be to obviously have 3 good periods and have play that full 60 minutes like everybody always talks about. I think the reality is that's the goal every single night. Some nights it's not going to go your way, but we have done a good job this year is finding ways to win hockey games. Whether that's late in the third or whenever that is, we've found ways to stick with it and get those crucial points. So tonight we weren't able to do that, but definitely to answer your question, the goal would be full 60 minutes of domination, I guess.
Is some of the sloppiness maybe inevitable with 3 and 4? Did it feel like just not seizing it at the end?
Yeah, I mean, both teams were on 3 and 4, so I don't know. I don't know if for them maybe they liked their road game, but from my vantage point, it was just kind of a sloppy game. There was, a lot of bouncing pucks and whatnot. So call it 3 and 4 early in the year. I didn't think the ice was great, so I mean all those little things, but bottom line, you have to execute, and we're in a 2-2 game, and we can learn from that. Like I said, we've been good at closing games out and finding ways to break out of ties and whatnot. So there'll be some stuff we can work on and build off of.
What does the 300 assist milestone mean for you?
Yeah, it's cool for sure. I think just keep on going.
Josh, just looking at the overall homestand, I mean, you could have gone 3-0. You did not. Is it the kind of a thing where you take a look at just how teams are maybe gunning for you guys after what you accomplished last year, or is it more or less than that?
I think we're going to see everybody's best game for sure. And we've had the success we had last year and last number of years. It's this point in the year, we're not really looking at what other teams are doing. I think it's looking at what we can do better, how we can improve. And you look at the grand scheme of things, it's so early. So it's all about finding ways for us to get better, to execute cleaner, and continue to get more and more of our game, building throughout the season. So, and to your point, we'd like to make home ice a tough place to play and somewhere teams fear coming in, like I think we've done in recent years. So all those are focuses right now, and it's an opportunity early to build and find ways to improve and grow, and with a lot of new faces in our room.
Thank you.
The matchup and what was expected. Was there anything surprising from Utah or from yourselves in that game and how it turned out?
No, not at all. I think they came as advertised. We knew that they've been playing obviously really good hockey, up and coming team every year. They seem to get better and better, and it was a tight game. Felt like we had some self-inflicted wounds that ended up costing us in the end.
Yeah, normally when you have played that team, they're the ones that have kind of inflicted those wounds upon themselves. Do you get the sense they play a little bit more of a veteran experience game? By that I meant they stayed out of the penalty box, they kept their mistakes to a minimum?
Yeah, no, I think they've been building their brand of how they want to play over the years. It hasn't been easy for that organization. Obviously, they've gone through a lot of ups and downs. I think that move to Utah has really sprung things in their favor, and you can see the boost that they have when they play there. And their top end guys are playing the right way. I'm not saying they weren't maybe doing it before, but it's more consistent. Their back end's a lot better than it used to be. They got great depth up and down that lineup. So it's a fantastic team. There's no doubt about it, and they're off to a hot start, and their top guys are feeling it and carrying the load offensively there. So we knew it was going to be a tough matchup, and again, I think we got away from our game a little bit and some self-inflicted wounds, but overall it was a pretty tight game, exactly kind of what we thought it was going to be.
When you say self-inflicted wounds, I can think of maybe the second and third goals, but is that what you mean, or something else in the game?
Yeah, I think those obviously stand out because they were goals, but there was just stuff throughout the game. Things that that we preach on all year so far that we haven't been able to do for 60 minutes in regards to just gaining zones, getting pucks in, establishing our forecheck. Seems like the second period has been our Achilles heel for most of the year in regards to either drop off in that for some reason. First period was great. I thought it was a really good period from our group. That was the exact blueprint that we wanted to do for 3 periods. And the second period we got away from it, and we gotta stay with it and stay patient with our game, and we're still trying to find that right now.
Dylan, you've been a teammate of Kyle Connor for quite some time now. From your point of view, has he always been really strong as a two-way player? Do you feel like he's developed that over the years?
I think he's developed it over the years. I think when you come in from college, he put up a ton of points and was always a threat to score, and he's added that layer ever since I've been here. I've been impressed with his work rate on the forecheck, and the first goal was him tracking back and great stick lift. He was able to turn that into offense and made a nice play inside, gave it to J-Mo and slide it over to me. So, he's a guy that stands out, not just in the goal scoring. If you watch his game, he's tenacious, he's heavy on his stick. Obviously, he's got great speed, so he's able to track back, and he works his tail off out there. And obviously, you see the goals in the high-end plays, but KC's is so much more for our group, and that goal was really, was a big part. His play was a big part of it.
Thanks, Dylan.
Yep. Thanks, Dylan. Thanks for your time.
the go-ahead goal for Utah, did you like the way you had rebounded from the second period with the way you played the first 13 or 14 minutes of the third?
First period was perfect. It's the type of game you have to play. It's the first time all year long where we played all 18 skaters the way we need to play for that first period. That was stayed over top people, got pucks deep, defended from the inside out. We're physical, attacked the net, did what we do, got through the neutral zone. Second period was the exact opposite. Self-inflicted, just decided that maybe that was too much of hard work. Didn't think we could do it for the second period, and it's a broken record. Keep seeing this second period. We keep talking about these second periods. All it does, especially in our building, gives the opposition momentum, and mistakes happen. Second goal, we get on the wrong side of people. Terrible line change, back of the net.
The third period, it looked like, at least for the start and up until the goal, things were
we got
going
back.
well. But what happened on that goal? Because it seemed like it was a series of pucks getting turned over.
Yeah, I mean, they chipped some pucks out, and it was just kind of foot races. We got beat on, got on the wrong side of the puck on the entry, and everybody got their eyes on the guy in the corner with the puck, and their forward came off the bench, walked right down the pipe. I mean, that's just awareness of what's around, and those are the type of things right now that, we're making those mistakes, and, they end up in the back of the net, or Helly or Combs has to make a big stop. So still haven't put together a 60-minute game. So to me, it's bits and pieces of the third. Like I said, liked a lot of what happened in the first, but the second was way too sloppy, way too easy for the opposition.
On the line change, it looks like they hit their own skate trying to break it out, and so some of your guys start to head off.
Yeah.
Is it on them to sort of keep their head up about what happens next? Because it kind of looked like you might have it there.
Yeah, we had two over top of sort of the one guy of theirs, and you're talking about the second one? Yeah, and then it was kind of a scramble on who was going to get to the puck, and both their forward was over top of both of our forwards, and that's just, they got inside position, and they pushed it up from there. But yeah, I think in fairness, I think our D thought the puck was going in, and it changed direction. But at the end of the day, it's still the second period. You got to be 100% when it has to get down the goal line. So
when you're talking to your team in the post game about their self-inflicted moments, you also have a first period you love. Is it like, do you lean into them about the first period, or is it time that those second period plays end at this point?
Yeah, I mean, we're in game 9 here. It's time to end that stuff. I mean, it's about playing 60-minute games in this league. You're not going to win many, and that's a good young team over there in our division. And if you're not going to play 3 periods, you're not going to have success. And talk to them that what we did in the first period is hard work, and it has to happen each and every shift, and it has to happen from all 4 lines and all of our D. And that's our DNA, is usually our work ethic and our compete. And I didn't like what we saw in the second period.
How do you get that cleaned up, Scott? I mean, you guys have done such a
Keep
good job.
hammering it home. Yeah, there's a lot of ways you can look at it. It's the pucks, our puck management. It's getting on the right side of people. 200 feet from your net. It's not pinching when we don't have an F3. It's not having 3 guys behind the goal line. It's D-zone, getting on the wrong side of people and them beating us to the net front. Have an opportunity to make an outlet pass or chip it outside the line, fight the next 10, 15 seconds instead of trying to hope something in the middle, and then creates a turnover and creates extended shifts. So it's stuff that we've been showing and we've been talking about it, and it's going to be one of those situations that doesn't get any better unless we start to do it on a consistent basis each and every period. Thank you.